How are you doing? This is Martin from Gardens for Life. So we had our plant propagation workshop yesterday. Thanks a million to all of those who participated and actually helped us with our nursery here, making some new plants and rooting some cuttings and even starting some plants from seed as well. Hopefully you've all learned how to do it yourself at home now, and that's the whole aim, to try and teach people how to start their own plants, because it's a powerful skill to have. And if you can make as many plants as you like, you don't have to go buying them, you can save money. But also you can buy just one plant or even get a cutting from a friend's garden, and then you can make as many plants as you like. Plus you can expand your garden or even give the plants as a present or sell them. Just a heads up, if you ever want to participate in one of our workshops, whether it's one of the free ones where we ask you to help us to do some work, or whether it's one of the paid ones where we show you and give you new skills, you can actually just get onto our email list. It's free to subscribe. So just go to gardensforlife.ie/subscribe and get on the email list, and we'll let you know when there's a workshop coming up. So I'll just give you guys a quick rundown of the different steps involved in starting plants. So first we started with plants from seed. We did some soil blocks and some trays, filled those up and simply planted the seeds in them and watered them. And to start plants from cuttings, we simply take our cuttings from the perennial areas, such as the woodchip island right behind me here. We prepare them and we stick them into a crate full of potting soil, and once those have rooted, after about 6 to 8 weeks, we can take those out and reuse the crate with new cuttings, and we can take the rooted cuttings and actually pot those up, or we could plant them directly into a garden bed and actually grow those on for a year and then take those out and use them bare root next winter. So tomorrow is our plant propagation workshop, and we're just setting up everything and getting everything ready. A few wheelbarrows and some tables and the soil blockers and all the rest of it. And the place is starting to look a bit more clear. Just got to wrap up these plants here, which are going out on Monday. Probably about 2 hours of work on that yet. We'll be prepping the cuttings here and sticking them. And in the back here, we're going to start some plants from seed, both in soil blocks and in trays. Stage 1 of the cuttings is to actually prepare them. We simply cut them to size and then half the leaf so that the cutting doesn't dry out. And we prepare probably about 40 or 50 of them all in one go, and we bring them over here and we stick them into a crate, just like this one. Although the fuchsias now, we don't really have enough of them here, so we probably take those out again and use them in a smaller crate. And we can stick all of these here into this crate. So after we pick up a crate of cuttings that has already been rooted, as you can see here. This is actually buffalo currant, which is a new one we have. You can see here it has already rooted. You can see here. So we'll just put those into a tray. So once we have taken all the cuttings out of the soil or the peat, we simply put it all back into the crate, and then we can reuse it for new cuttings. We have a few cuttings here now. Now we bring those out to the potting crew. Oh, here's some freshly potted flowering currants and some black elderberries. And so the buffalo currants, we'll just leave these here for a minute and we'll show you how to pot those up. And these ones are Cassel, the Jostaberry from France. So for potting up plants, we actually just use this 6-month-old mushroom compost, and we enrich it a little bit by adding some seaweed dust and some volcanic rock dust to give it minerals and fertility, because the root space is only very limited. These are only 2 litres, and probably in 2 or 3 months these will have reached maturity in these pots, and we can pot them on or plant them out or sell them. So there's only so much space for the roots to go. So So we just fill up the pot halfway, and then we take a cutting like this one, put the roots in, and fill it up. And then you compact it a little bit, just push it down a little bit and fill it up more. And compact it again and brush it off. That's it. Perfect. Okay, you can move it over here then. And there's 2 more flowering currants done. Well done, guys. So we'll just take a tray from over here. Okay, fill it up, and then we'll just push each of the cells down, just so, because otherwise the water will just run off it. And that's it, it's ready to go. We just basically make little dimples with our fingers like that, and then we add the seeds, and then we brush over it. So that's how you start plants from seeds in a tray. And we've done some soil blocks already too. We're going to seed those up. And it's basically the same principle, but it takes a lot longer, I find. But the quality of seedling is better. So these are the different soil blockers, and we made a separate video about those already. And yeah, they're good, but you know, takes a lot more time and a lot more expertise to get it right. I find that I'm going to make a video especially just about comparing the quality of seedling versus the amount of time it takes to produce these soil blocks. And this is the micro blocker here, and just to see if it's actually worthwhile doing. There's also, so we actually put the soil in here, or the special substrate just for the soil blocks. We add some water using a watering can, and we just try and kind of knead it just like a dough you would, and we simply just check for the right consistency. And once it looks like it's going to stick together, we're going to use it for making soil blocks. And also I want to show you, this is the professional soil blocker, which is actually 20 cell. So basically does 4 in one go. So that's the 3 different stages we have here on the seed side of things. And that's all there is to it. After about 4 to 8 weeks, we can actually plant these on already. These seedlings, we can plant them into pots or plant them out into garden beds directly. They'll be grown by then. We also stuck some of these cuttings. So these are fuchsias. These are jostaberry and buddleia. And then black currants as well. And we took some of the cuttings from here. So here's some of the flowering currants and the elderberries that we potted. Here's some jostaberries, and we have French jostaberries too. And we've repotted some of the goji berries too over there. So here you can see all the soil blocks we made and some trays that still need to be seeded up. There's a potting table, and these have been seeded up. As you can see, they have labels and they are without dimple. Good few bits and pieces, still some space though. We'll try and get that filled up as soon as possible. And by the way, if anyone here still wants some red hot pokers, these are actually a French version with long tritons and some purple echinaceas. If you're interested in buying some of those plants, they're still on the website, and take a look at the link below. And here's some more of the echinaceas. They're a sizable plant now. Definitely time to move those on or plant them out. We even did a bit of seed saving from this poppy plant, and you can still hear still hear the seeds inside those. We got a ton of seeds out of it. That's it for today. We're going to have another workshop on soon about no-dig gardening. Again, if you're interested in participating in a workshop, if you live near Roscommon here in Ireland, and I mentioned Ireland because there is another Roscommon town apparently in America. So I just want to make sure that people don't get disappointed when they find out we're actually here in Ireland. If you want to participate in a workshop, just get over to our email list and subscribe. It's free to subscribe, and we'll let you know when there is any workshops showing up or coming up. And thanks a million for watching, and we'll see you at the next one. And give us a thumbs up if you don't mind, and subscribe. Thanks a million. All the best. Bye bye. Here's a few more plants that are being wrapped and sent off by courier tonight. So anyone waiting, you'll have them fairly soon. And thank you so much for buying them from us. A late night tonight for Monday. 6 big boxes of plants packed and ready to go to Parson Motel. And one other order with some mycelium actually for the wine cap mushroom and all the rest. Well, Supermax has completely obstructed the Parson Motel now. And it was hard enough to actually find a parking space nearby because everybody used to get the old drive-through and then park right here.